Hello, Mary the Psychic Shaman here, and today I really want to talk to you guys about the element of water. And we'll walk around a little bit for this. So I was up in my spiritual room doing a reading for somebody, and I just kept getting drawn to look outside, look out my patio door, balcony, the window, and look at the beautiful pond. And it was shimmering. I'm gonna switch here for a minute to see if you can get this and see. So I kept looking out. My spiritual room is upstairs there, and I was just so drawn to the pond here, and the water was just, the sun was shining off it. We got a little bit of a breeze today, so you know, you see the ripples, and it was just beautiful. And Grandmother Oak was just in all her glory, just shining and looking upon us. And it really made me think about how much water means to us. And it's just a beautiful thing. So if you look at the element of water and everything that it can do for us, it's amazing. So now I'm a water sign, so I do have the emotional impact there. So I've always been drawn to water. But you don't have to be a water sign to utilize the beauty that water brings us. This pond is amazing, beautiful. It can hold us just as any water can. And the river, let's take a walk over to the river, I'll show you that. And then, so we've got, on one side of the house, we've got this magnificent pond, and on the other side, we have a river, which is pretty cool. So let's talk a little bit about water. So water, as we know, is very emotional. It holds us when we are having, you know, any issues. It can help to help us to really release all that, you know, is there. You know, sometimes we just get so pent up with our emotions. We don't know where to go with them. Call in for the aid of the element, the water element, because she is so comforting. You know, you can, here, I'm going to switch you again. You can float in water. You can release so much in water. And this, I will say, this is not a dirty river. This is actually very clean water. There's a very high copper content around here, and iron. This is like at the foot of the copper country, the very starting. See, you can see the rocks. I love that stone, the heart stone. That is right there. That, to me, symbolizes love, emotional. Now this river right now is running very slow. It's not that deep right now. But it is just amazing to see as we are completely, we are, or on both sides we have the water. And so again, so what does the water do for us? It holds us and it supports us when we need assistance, when we need to process, you know, our emotions, or we need to process the healing that we need to do. The element of water is there for us to help us. It can help us to feel whole. You know, you release and feel whole, but it holds us. So, you know, Mother Earth. Earth is such a wonderful, beautiful, like, you know, mother's hug. It's so warm, like a cave. You know, it just holds us so dearly so we can incubate. But water element, it helps us to release, to process. To process is huge. To be able to process through all our emotions. It can help us to get rid of those, you know, when we're doing shadow work and trying to, or shamanic healing, or trying to move energy, you know, that heaviness, trying to move it out. Water can help wash it away. But if you think about water, there's many different avenues, you know, different ways. So you have the pond, you have a river. Take a river, for instance. A river can, no, there's actually mini rapids, which is so funny because it's so slow right here. There's actually mini rapids further down if you take one of our trails down. So that's kind of neat. But, you know, think about all the different ways. So you've got slow moving river. You have obstacles in the river, right? Like the rock, the heart rock. You can have you know, the glacier water coming down in the spring. You can have it very rough to get through. You can have, you know, rapids. You can have the spot where it's like a little pond where it swirls. You can have the ocean, the tides coming in and out, how that can clean you. It's like a melody, a music. And ice. Ice, don't forget about ice. Just because these waters can get frozen up north here, or maybe where you're at, I'm not sure, doesn't mean it's not still beneficial. And do realize too that you don't have to soak in a body of water. Although if you can go to a natural body of water, it does. I mean, yes, you can get benefits from man-made, you know, even from a pool you can. But if you go to a natural spring or a natural body of water, the healing powers can be so immense that you know it as you step into it. You know you're going to be held gently, just like an assistant, a friend who is holding your hair while you, that's a horrible example. Let's just think about this a little bit. Okay, so it is a friend, a beautiful friend who is holding you and allowing you to release and holding space for you. Not just holding space, but actually pulling and letting everything flow out. So the element of water calls to people a lot. Even drinking a glass of water can help you to connect in with that element. Just as if, you know, as other elements can as well. You know, we can do another video on earth and air and fire. Fire. Love the fire. Gotta have the fire, right? Our passion. But water has got to be one of my favorites. I can just spend all day floating. The ocean calls to me whenever I'm near it. And just floating. Floating and letting it all go. The other thing that water can do, if you are into journeying or meditating, if you can float, like I can just lay my back and float and fall asleep and I won't drown. I'll be fine. But if you can do that, you can meditate in water, but keep yourself awake enough so that you don't drown, because I do not want to be responsible for that, that's for sure. You know, or even a lawn chair in, you know, on the beach. You can do so many beautiful journeys while in water, even in a bathtub. I have done that. I've done a lot of healing work in bathtubs. You can also bring, like, you know, say you don't want to go, I don't want to go in the pond or river right now. I can go and take a glass of water from both, but do know that there is a little difference. The pond versus the river is a little different energy. But take that and put that in your bath water. And that will bring in some of that essence, you know, the natural lands, the beauty of where that's coming from. You know, if it's a natural spring like the pond, that's, you know, the aquifer coming up, that spring part, which is, you know, that connects in with so much area. So again, as I ramble on, water element can help you immensely. And even if you think you don't need healing, we all do need healing every year. Even those of us who do this for a living still need healing, sometimes more so than others. So do utilize the wonderful energy of water. And we will talk soon. I hope you enjoy your day, and maybe we'll do this in 4 parts, maybe in 5 parts. We'll see how it goes. You guys have a wonderful day. Much love.